Well, back and welcome back to the Aquatic Center, the Dorn Aquatic Center in Hobart, and joining me in the booth, snuggling nice and close, Nat Wickham. Nat, welcome, and we got a very good game lined up here for us.
Yeah, I think we have Colombia in playing white, so they're right of screen and coming up against the Canadian under-23 women. And once again, David, I commentated the under-19 Colombians this morning. Only 7 of them for that game, and only 8.
The Canadians.
Sorry, the Canadians, and they played with 7 for the whole game. And I'm looking again, and there's only 8 in the under-23 team as well. So it's going to be a really tough match for them.
It is. Kudos for them for coming with 8 players. I know when we travel to Worlds, Nat, we're taking 12 because, the sicknesses. And I know there's a bit of a sickness going through a few of the camps at the moment. A few of the Australian players are sick, and there's a few Americans and a few Colombians sick. But kudos on them coming with 8 players. And Andrew's got to be commended for bringing his team of 23 girls. I just wanted to mention that I've had a lot of positive feedback on the streaming. Everyone's really getting on top of all that. And what people are enjoying is that we've got 6 cameras, and I think you're aware of who the sponsors of the cameras?
Yeah, we actually paid for the cameras, David, but they've done a terrific job, and they've really they've worked hard with us to get the best vision they can. It's Spot X underwater cameras, so they're actually really interested in feedback from us as well, so they can then provide a better service next time or to other user groups.
Yeah, well, I think they probably will look at some of the diving and underwater rugby's making a bit of a splash, should I say, a bit of pun on word, but that's all underwater and moving across. So it'll be very useful for them to sort of show their works. But we also have a great number of sponsors for this event in Hobart. The state government has come to it, the Tourism TAS, Events TAS, the city of Hobart itself has been, the Lord Mayor Sue Hickey and her team, and has been on it. It's pretty good. We got Vertex here helping with the shirts and sponsors. My favorite, Wing & Co., one of the companies supporting it with some food and so forth, but also have 2 of their players, and I know a close relative of yours, Nat, Wing & Co., the Poco people with the designs, and of course can't go past the Nage Finns, who more of the people are actually playing, using those sort of fins. Also a big shout out for Amar. I know he's looking at his booth in 6AA, but he's also up in his booth here calling some refereeing, and he's got his equipment here as well.
And look, the game's just about to start, David, but I'm actually going to leave the commentary box for the first half because Pablo from Colombia is going to join you and talk through his girls with you and call the game.
Well,
so I might relieve you at half time.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thanks, Nat,
Right,
and welcome back, Juan. And the game is underway, and the Colombian girls won. I think as we did it last time, you might call the game in Spanish, and I might add a bit of English to it because my Spanish isn't good, and you speak better English than I speak Spanish. But it looks like the Colombian girls are already put the Canadian girls on the back foot.
Thank you. That's right. Vemos el equipo colombiano sub-23 enfrentando a las chicas de Canadá. En estos momentos el árbitro les anula un gol. Es un equipo muy fuerte, en su mayoría todas están repitiendo esa categoría. Ya fueron campeonas el año antepasado en Castellón de la Plana. Esperamos en este torneo puedan tener una gran participación y conservar su medalla de oro.
Yeah, it looks like a Colombian goal was disallowed there for an illegal knockdown. Unfortunately at this time, but the game's back on, and I expect the Colombian girls to try to wear down the Canadian team because, as you might know, Warren, there's only 8 of them playing against a team of 10, and at this level of hockey, kudos for the Canadians for getting out there, and there's some strong players, but playing against 10, you're going to get worn out and tired.
That's right. Es un equipo muy entrenado, tanto física como psicológicamente, ¿no? Chicas que Han entrenado mucho, también se destacan por su obra en estos momentos de performance. Somos, eh, ha tenido mucho auge, incluso acá en Tasmania ya hicieron una presentación las chicas. Y esperamos que todo esto sea un plus para mantener su medalla de oro, que es la idea en estos momentos.
Yeah, and again, the Colombian team has been disallowed a close goal because of a bit of an obstruction call, and they're back on the back foot. So they got to tighten up their game because the referees are right over top of them and not letting them get away with anything. The Canadians got to, the defense got to hold out strong and keep these fiery Colombians on the bottom, constantly supporting each other, their ferocious attack under control.
That's right, el equipo canadiense ha sabido defender hasta el momento muy bien los ataques de las chicas colombianas. Es un juego muy pausado por los referees. Sigue siendo en este mundial muy repetitiva la falta del guante.
Yeah, a bit of a gloving call against the Canadian girls, and so they're being forced back. And the Colombians are setting up in. Looks like they're setting up in their traditional everyone behind the puck and let's drive it towards the goal. I'd be interested in talking to you later about why that happens. It's just I think it's more of a puck control type advantage when they play ball behind the puck rather than throw it to the other team. It sort of gives it to them and then they can do whatever they like it. But we're right on the corner of the goal here. Colombia's got the numbers on the bottom, but the Canadians are holding them out. But we got another call against Colombia, gloving again.
Sí, como lo hemos mencionado en partidos anteriores, por la misma emoción, por la misma intensidad del partido, es muy posible que las chicas, por la velocidad y por la fuerza que intentan poner en el partido, hagan toques con el guante o entren un poco tarde a la pastilla, pero nunca hemos visto como una mala intención por parte de ninguna de las chicas, ni las colombianas ni las canadienses. Un partido muy físico hasta el momento, muy rápido, se ha jugado todo hasta el momento en la esquina de Canadá y esperamos la decisión de los jueces.
Yeah, we got a goal in the Colombians. That was just a pure numbers and overwhelmed the Canadian defense. And yes, it is a goal scored. We're going to get a...
It's a gol, anotado por la jugadora número 5, Mariana Arboleda.
Yeah, goal by Colombia by number 5, Marina Blares. And again, that was a good, solid effort by the Colombian women who just put so much pressure under the Canadian back line that the goal was put in this time and no foul was recorded. Quick swim out by the Canadian girls, but still beaten by the Colombians and they retain possession.
Tiene muy buen manejo de la pastilla, las chicas colombianas saben lo que están haciendo, tienen fuerza, también tienen velocidad, técnica, táctica. Es un equipo muy completo, se les ve muy tranquilas también en la parte psicológica, un equipo muy fuerte también psicológicamente como amigas, entonces un equipo muy unido, el que puede estar sorprendiendo a mucha gente en este mundial y esperamos otra vez tengan su medalla.
Yeah, it looks like the call that time was a stick infringing or a chopping call. For folks at home, you can't really, you have to hit the puck. You can't hit the opposition, and if it disadvantages them, you get called. And if it looks deliberate, you get a penalty. But this time, wasn't called deliberate by the referee on that side. So it was just an advantage puck played against Colombia, and we're almost we're at least 9 minutes left to go in this first half. It's 1-0 Colombia, and Canada's been called for gloving, so Colombia will be able to set up a free puck in the attacking end, and the Canadians need to hold strong against the defense and the strong efforts that are coming in for Colombia. Bit of substitution going on. Colombians. It's interesting. You see a bit of sparkling going on there. It's all in the sparkles of the Colombian girls' fins with the foil on there. Juan, is that a tactic or is that a fashion statement?
Yeah, might be. Es un equipo que sabe jugar a muchas cosas, no solamente va adelante o a los muros, sino que es un equipo que puede ir versátilmente de la izquierda a la derecha, de adelante hacia atrás, que puede pasar muy fácil de la defensa al ataque. Un equipo que te puede sorprender velozmente o fuertemente te puede sorprender. Pero las chicas canadienses hasta el momento también han mostrado una gran gallardía, una gran fuerza, un despliegue de fuerza y físico por las chicas canadienses. What do you think for the Canadian team?
Yeah, I think they're doing quite well. They're containing the Canadians with their sparkle fins, and some of them are using their nage fins to make it worse. But looks like referee Nathan Whelan there is his call against the Canadians, and looks like he's giving them a warning on the chopping of the Colombians. And it's really good to see. The Colombians are trying to play, treating the puck out into the open, expose the Canadian defense, and attack those open spots. And the Canadians are trying to respond as best they can. They're doing nice sweeping of the defensive line, but it's a constant barrage by the Colombian girls. Well done. Looks like another drive through the middle here.
Vemos un equipo muy sólido por parte de Colombia, intentando abrir el juego canadiense, que ha sido un juego muy cerrado, buscando defender esos ataques colombianos. El equipo colombiano lo que intenta es llevarlas de un lado al otro para buscar así abrir este juego y poder ingresar más fácilmente al gol.
Yeah, and again, the Canadians seem to be sustaining that pace, but I'm just wondering how long they can sustain that. With they don't have the luxury of 4 subs; they only have 2 that they can bring in, but they're actually holding their own quite well against the Colombian attack. At this point, they're 6 minutes into this first game of the under-23 round robin on day 2, with Colombia 1-0 up ahead of the Canadians 1-0. And it looks like a timeout being called, or is it just another foul here? I think we've got a timeout being called by one of the teams, and just to reset their teams.
Restando todavía 6 minutos del partido, se mantiene la ventaja sobre las chicas colombianas, 1-0. Se mantiene por la mínima diferencia. Es de resaltar el trabajo en defensa de las canadienses. Un trabajo muy fuerte, pero también las chicas colombianas saben muy bien atacar y en cualquier momento te pueden sorprender con un gol.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Canadian backline there is awful square, and unfortunately they're only committing one player back deep, protecting the goal tray. It's helping them sweep it out, but when that sweeper comes in, it's replaced by about 3 or 4 Colombian women. If they get that puck to them, another goal will hop in. And again, the pressure is being sustained against them, and we're awful close to that corner of the goal. And let's see what the call is coming up from the referees. Yep, we've got a goal, Colombia. It looks like number 10.
Yeah, it's goal. Anotado por la jugadora número 10, Estefanía Betancourt.
Yeah, that again, as I was indicating before, the Canadian defense just couldn't answer the constant barrage of the Colombian ladies coming in and driving it to the puck and swooping it underneath them. And well done, Estefano. Hopefully, you enjoyed that goal.
Como te lo dije antes, es un equipo que puede ser muy versátil, que está atacando en todo momento, está buscando goles, está buscando meter siempre más goles y tienen delanteras muy buenas, delanteras muy potentes, muy fuertes, muy veloces, que en cualquier momento del partido te pueden sorprender con un gol como el que acaba de pasar, un gol muy bonito.
Well, I'm really glad they're wearing numbers on the side, because the Colombian girls are looking so fit and so strong, and in their lovely shiny fins. I couldn't tell them apart, but I'm glad they're wearing the numbers so we can actually see who scored the goals and hand it to the referees who can actually see it in there and make a good call.
Sí, es un equipo que tiene un hockey muy bonito. También sabe de fintas, sabe desplazarse muy bien con la pastilla técnicamente, llevarla de un lado al otro, la ponen a bailar la pastilla de una manera impresionante. Me gusta mucho cómo juega este equipo, tiene una gran conexión entre ellas y esperemos que mantengan su victoria.
Yeah, you can see there that the Canadians have been trying to bring the puck out of their end, but it's relentless, that Colombian defense. Every time the Canadian seems to try to draw a player in to sort of break that line of defense of the Colombia, but there's a Colombia replace, and looks like Colombia is making a drive through the middle of the pool and driving towards the goal. And no, she's bringing it back underneath her, trying to flick it, but the Canadian girl's waiting for her. And there's another Colombian backing, supporting her, and I think that third wave attack looks like may have resulted in a goal. We're looking for confirmation. 3 referees, goal in the end. Can't see the number. They're checking. One thing I can tell you, it's another goal to Colombia. It's number 3. So it's 3-0 Colombia versus Canada. We got 2 minutes 38 seconds left to go. And we'll get the goal scorer shortly.
Es gol, anotado por la jugadora número 3, Laura Arboleda. Es un equipo demasiado versátil, un equipo que sabe atacar, que ataca de a 3. Siempre tiene 3 jugadoras abajo atacando. Nunca se ve una jugadora colombiana sola. Siempre hay prevalecidad numérica por parte de las chicas colombianas y montan unas tácticas de ataque extraordinarias. Me parece muy versátil este juego, muy bonito, un juego muy lindo de apreciar, porque no solo utilizan la fuerza o la velocidad, sino que también utilizan la técnica, como lo puse, apreciar la técnica de las chicas, y así se juntan todas para lograr un gran gol.
I think the Colombian girls have established a commanding dominance on this game. Oh, we got a break happening there, but I don't think that'll affect anything. So the deck ref is going to let the advantage go on that. And with 2 minutes left to go, the Colombian girls have certainly stamped their dominance on this, not letting the Canadians out of their defensive end. As I speak, the Canadians are making a run up the wall. They're making me eat my words, and the Colombians are going to be put under a bit of pressure here, Juan.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah, very beautiful game. I think the Colombians are dominating, but here we go. The Canadians, the number 6, Emily Drissel, is putting them under pressure. She's passed it back to number 5, Ellen Oliver. And the combinations work well in the strength, but here comes the Colombians making a quick breakout. And again, the numbers are supported on the bottom of the pool. The next one, and there's the open play. Moved it to the open side, and we've got a run at the goal. Hopefully that Canadian defender will be able to keep up with them. But look, lo and behold, there's another Colombian coming through. And good clearance there. Got to back it up there.
Podemos apreciar en este momento la versatilidad que tienen estas chicas para pasar de la defensa al ataque.
Yeah, we've got a penalty call. Looks like we've got a penalty shot going to be played here. Slashing. The referees are only calling it, and the penalty shot is a 2-on-1, folks, for those at home. And lo and behold, there's another Colombian coming through. We've got an instant replay
good
here.
Good
clearance there. We see it going underneath, and then the infringement happening
Podemos
right
apreciar
about
en este
here.
momento.
And then we got 2-on-1. So 2 Colombians versus 1 Canadian.
Sí, vemos cómo las chicas pasan muy rápido de la defensa al ataque, generando una posibilidad de penalti, posibilidad de gol. Y esperamos la confirmación de los jueces.
Confirmation goal.
Es
7.
Gol, anotado por la jugadora María Camila Ospina Muñoz.
Yes, it's very difficult to defend a 2-on-1, but number 7, Camille Officer, has popped it in with support of her other Colombian player. Unfortunately, the Canadians had to play a 2-on-1, and 2-on-1 in our game, it's usually going to be a goal, isn't it?
Thank you. Sí, se ve un equipo muy tranquilo. Inclusive podemos apreciar al entrenador Felipe Díaz muy tranquilo, dando ciertas indicaciones a las chicas y haciendo como su seña en estos momentos de que está de acuerdo y contento con el resultado que está obteniendo en estos momentos. Me parece un gran resultado para hacer tan corto el juego. Apenas se va a acabar el primer tiempo y Colombia se pone 4-0 sobre las chicas de Canadá.
Yeah, again, the Canadians are pressing here, but Canadians got to be a bit careful because every time they press up in the Colombian end and overcommit themselves a little bit, the Colombians counter that by driving straight down the pool, which is they just did, and it results in the play at the wrong end for the Canadians and the positive end for the Colombians. And
Sí, Canadá también es un equipo muy fuerte al que no se le puede regalar nada tampoco y hasta el momento las chicas colombianas no les han regalado ni una baldosa de juego. Les han complicado mucho el partido, los han mantenido siempre en su raya o metidas en la portería de ellas. Terminando el primer tiempo, nos vamos con un marcador de 4-0 a favor de Colombia. Es un marcador, una ventaja bastante amplia que genera una tranquilidad para el entrenador y para las chicas. Con eso pueden empezar a generar otras jugadas, cambiar de estrategia y buscar un equilibrio más grande para el equipo para próximos partidos.
Yeah, we're at halftime. We've got a 3-minute break. There's the Canadian fans there. Well, and there's a Colombian there. There's Kata sending her love to her group, and the Canadian fans there hoping the Canadians can come back from a 4-0 halftime score. I think the Canadian coach Andrew will be actually just making sure the girls rest and recovery because, as I said before, he's playing with 8. And trying to get the girls to focus on what they're doing in the pool and make sure they can come back from 4-0 and come back in the second half. What would the Colombian coach, what would be Felipe telling his girls at halftime here, Juan?
Podemos en ese momento apreciar la barra de Colombia modo on. Saludos a la barra colombiana que en estos momentos deben de estar un poquito ya trasnochadas, un poquito, ya es un poco tarde. Agradecimientos siempre por su apoyo incondicional a todos en Colombia. Sí, contamos con jugadoras, como te dije al principio, todas son de mucha experiencia, inclusive en mundiales élite, como son la chica María Mejía y Camila Mejía. Estuvieron el año pasado en Sudáfrica en el mundial élite femenino. Y las otras chicas, por su parte, hay muchas que están repitiendo en este momento, están defendiendo el título. Es un gran equipo el que veo, un equipo muy versátil. Me gusta mucho cómo juega este equipo. Me gustan las indicaciones del profe.
Juan, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to hand it over to Miss Nat Wickham, who's going to help you call the second half of this game. It's been a pleasure again working with you. I look forward to working at Netherlands, and it's a very exciting game, and I'll see how the result goes.
See you.
Hi Juan, how's it going? 4-0, Colombia. You be pretty happy?
Yeah, hi. Es un gran triunfo para Colombia. Apenas van 15 minutos y la ventaja es grande. Pues lo podemos apreciar, son 4-0, pero el equipo canadiense tampoco le baja. Tiene una gallardía, demuestra una gallardía, una gran fuerza, despliegues de fuerza. Se sabe defender muy bien el equipo canadiense. And what do you think for the Colombian team, Canadian team?
So the Colombians, they're going to have to keep that pressure on in the second half and work hard at playing their style of play so they can capitalise on this. And Canada doing a good job, but they're going to have to do something different to score against Colombia. So we can see, look, a beautiful big switch around the back line. That's fantastic to see. It really opens up the game. So well done, Colombia. We've got some good flicks in the team and great possession.
That's right, sí. Las chicas colombianas son muy versátiles, como lo he dicho antes. Se saben jugar de adelante hacia atrás, de la izquierda a la derecha. Tienen muy buena posición. Y se saben unas fintas demasiado lindas con la pastilla, ponen a bailar la pastilla de una forma hermosa. Me gusta mucho cómo juega este equipo.
Yeah, I mean, if Colombia continues to use the whole court like they're doing these fantastic crosses across the pool, it's going to be really tiring for the Canadians to defend against. And look, this terrific runaway. It's a really fast, smooth bottom, so when someone does get ahead, it's very hard to defend.
Yeah, thank you. Sí, es un equipo muy fuerte y es gol, 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 anotado por la jugadora número 12, Isabel Higuita González. Es un equipo que demuestra mucha fuerza, pero no fuerza individual, sino una fuerza de grupo. Llevan ya, it's a stronger group, no individual force, because no one by one,
Like
not.
they're not.
No,
No.
one by one is
Oh
three,
yeah,
two,
absolutely.
4.
So it shows their fitness. They're supporting each other, and that drive is almost impossible to stop when you've got 2 and 3 players coming hard at you. And it looks like they're setting up for another drive as well. They're fast girls. What's this gold on the fins? I'm pretty impressed with the sparkly fins that they've got. Pretty special.
Sí.
Great.
A las chicas tienen su estilo, le ponen su estilo a las aletas, le ponen su estilo a la natación, le ponen su estilo a todo. Y es otro gol, 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 gol anotado por las chicas colombianas que en estos momentos están imparables, atacando siempre 2, 3.
And
Y es otro tanto anotado por la jugadora María Camila Ospina Muñoz.
good. And we've got quite a few people watching at home and putting some good, encouraging comments on our live chat. So, yeah, obviously a lot of people from Colombia watching this game live, which is terrific. So keep those comments coming. We love hearing all that feedback and encouragement for your girls here at Hobart Aquatic Centre. Yeah, at the moment, one, we've got another really exciting game in Court 1. We've got Australian under-23 playing Argentina, and it's 2-0. So Australia are only 2 goals up on Argentina, so they'd be pretty happy.
Yes. Lo que pasa es que el entrenador de Argentina es colombiano, Sebastián Lugo, en estos momentos. Entonces sí, hay cierto familiarismo con los chicos argentinos y las chicas argentinas. Pero en este momento las chicas colombianas están demostrando a qué vinieron. Tienen grandes despliegues de fuerza, técnica. Siempre suman muchas jugadoras abajo, lo que les facilita defender y pasar con versatilidad de la defensa al ataque y así marcar otro gol. Es otro tanto anotado por la jugadora Isabel Higuita González.
It was a goal, wasn't it? Yes, 7-0. Colombia have really picked up their momentum now. They're almost they're unstoppable. They're really getting a good roll on and getting it straight back on Canada's defence very quickly, making it very hard for Canada.
Sí, es un gran trabajo también hecho por las chicas de Canadá. No, tampoco quieren ceder nada. Es muy comprensible, pues, en estos momentos un equipo joven, el de Canadá, las chicas un poco menos experiencia que las chicas colombianas, pero son unas chicas que demuestran gran gallardía también y despliegues de fuerza. Han defendido muy bien los ataques colombianos y ahora vemos cómo intentan las chicas colombianas abrir de izquierda a derecha a estas chicas. Y vemos cómo sale expulsada un minuto la jugadora número 7, María Camila Ospina.
So look, the Canada girls have got a chance now. It's only 5 in the water for Colombia, so it's up in the attack for Canada. So let's see what they can do. But it looks like Colombia have actually broken through. But another infringement.
Sí, se genera una buena posibilidad de ataque para las chicas canadienses. Es una zona muy peligrosa en la que si las chicas saben utilizar los espacios, saben posicionarse, pueden llegar a hacer un gol, pueden llegar a ser peligrosas. Igual las chicas colombianas están muy bien posicionadas. Como podemos ver, están todas abajo en este momento. Hay 5 jugadoras en el agua, 5 jugadoras debajo del agua, guerreando la pastilla. Me gusta cómo juega este equipo.
And Juan, it looks like Federico is not happy about Camilla being expelled from the pool.
Saludos a Federico que mínimo no tiene nada más interesante que hacer y si no joder a la gente, es lo único que le gusta, es lo único que sabe hacer.
Oh, another infringement right underneath the sin bin there, and it's against Colombia. So I don't know what's happening over that side of the pool, but I think there's a bit of gloving and some stick infringements. But let's see if Canada can take advantage of this and get the puck over towards the goals.
Sí, las chicas canadienses en estos momentos vemos cómo intentan con mucha fuerza buscar el gol, pero son quebradas por chicas colombianas que saben defender muy bien, van de lado a lado y saben que siempre llevan una jugadora al lado, entonces tienen cómo jugar, juegan muy bien, tienen muy buenas fintas.
I think the Canadian coach, he was not happy about that drive, but the Colombians, there was no stopping them. Some really good underbody moves and keeping that possession. And there's always 3-2 on the puck, isn't there?
Sí, tienen muy buenas jugadas y es otro gol anotado por la jugadora número 5, Mariana Arboleda. Las chicas colombianas saben jugar muy bien con la pastilla por debajo, como lo acabamos de notar. Saben que siempre es una escalada muy hermosa la que acaban de hacer. Tienen
And it's great. I'm sitting next to the guy here, that James, who's switching between the cameras and managing to show a few replays, which is really good because we haven't been able to see replays before in underwater hockey. So well done, James, and well done to the guys that have set up the technical side of this filming of all the streaming of all the games.
Y las chicas colombianas demuestran por qué fueron campeonas en Castellón de la Plana y por qué creo que merecen ser campeonas en este mundial. Es un equipo muy completo, como lo dije antes, han entrenado muy bien la parte física, la parte mental. Es un equipo muy bonito para jugar al hockey. Se saben todas las jugadas habidas y por haber. Tienen muy buenas fintas, muy buenos chutes y suman muchas jugadoras abajo, lo que prácticamente anula el juego de las chicas canadienses.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say, one, with Canada, with two women's teams here of only 8 per team, it's just terrific that they still go ahead and field 2 teams in this championships. Canada are hosting the next Worlds for the elites, and they should be able to field 2 of the women's teams. And even with 8, it's just great that they're here in the tournament because it makes the women's tournament so much more interesting having the extra teams along. I mean, the under-19 girls, they're playing a double round robin, so they get 3 games a day. But still, they're all here and they're having a great time and playing some really good hockey.
Sí, es una gran oportunidad para las chicas canadienses de enfrentarse a un equipo muy bueno como lo es el equipo colombiano, un equipo muy completo, muy potente, en el que las chicas canadienses pueden aprender mucho de este juego y aplicarlo para los siguientes partidos.
So we've got 5 minutes left in the game and a really strong swim out by the Canadians, although they not flicking it to their players, and it's picked up really quickly by Colombia. But again, possession regained from the Canadians. So, well done, Canada. You're keeping the pressure on. They've just got to cycle their players through. So they should always have someone behind the person with the puck and beside, which it looks like they're doing now. So that's good to see. And the Colombians now switching it right across the pool, and that's going to really hurt the Canadians because their legs would be burning by now.
Thank you. Sí, se sabe defender muy bien el equipo colombiano, inclusive nadando hacia su propia portería y sacan la pastilla por detrás muy bien. Las chicas colombianas, como te he dicho antes, este equipo sub-23 me gusta mucho cómo juega. Tienen grandes despliegues de fuerza, técnica, táctica y natación. Por ejemplo, aquí mira la rapidez con la que van.
And this will be the last game for the day for these girls, so they're going to be able to go and chill and relax after this and regroup. And we just had another infringement. So a little bit of barging against Colombia. So Argentina have now got it out from the goals. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the puck. I imagine they'd swim it to the wall. Juan?
Yeah. Sí, vemos que acá les anulan un gol a las chicas, pero quedan en una muy buena posición para pasar otra vez al ataque. Siempre están las chicas buscando el gol. Es un equipo que ataca mucho, que sabe atacar. Y vemos cómo entra el entrenador Felipe Díaz Durango a dar algunas indicaciones. Puede estar intentando cambiar estrategias, volviendo a armar y a rearmar su equipo. Es un equipo muy versátil y que puede jugar a todo lo que le diga, que jueguen. Es un equipo que entiende las instrucciones y que las lleva muy bien a cabo y se refleja en el marcador.
So we're having a timeout, and I imagine that Canada would just be sucking it in and taking big, deep breaths and, regrouping for a big push in the last couple of minutes of the game. Have you noticed, Juan, the side barriers are actually clear and not solid like they've been in the past, which makes our job so much easier. And the people watching the live stream, you can actually see what's going on the wall. And it just opens the game so much up for us watching, because we can see through right into the corner. So that's been so well done to the organisers for using these clear barriers and not the solid barriers that we've been used to.
Sí, es un torneo muy bonito el que nos están ofreciendo acá en Tasmania. Queremos dar las gracias al Estado de Gobernación de Tasmania, al evento de turismo, eventos y turismos Tasmania, por este mundial tan lindo que nos están regalando. Se puede apreciar muy bien todas las jugadas, todas las fintas, los regates de las chicas colombianas y las chicas canadienses. Es un gran torneo, un torneo muy lindo. Me gusta cómo va el torneo.
And as you can see the player that's out, if we look at the screenshot of the whole court, the pool side there, you'll see there's a big crowd behind there. I'm sure they'll be offering her a few words of encouragement from the sidelines as she's sitting on the sin bin for 2 minutes. I think she was out for.
Sí, en estos 2 minutos pueden pasar muchas cosas. Inclusive vemos como las chicas de Canadá avanzan muy bien por el parte de la barrera. Siguen sin perder su esperanza las chicas de Canadá y atacan muy bien. Siguen con mucha fuerza, mucha natación. Es un equipo muy bueno el equipo canadiense y está en estos momentos aprendiendo mucho del equipo colombiano. Esperemos que pueda utilizar todo esto para su beneficio.
2-on-1's been called. Oh no, it's awarded a goal. So it must have been well and truly on its way when the foul was committed, and it's been awarded a goal for Canada. They'd be actually pretty happy with that. They did a good drive into the goals then.
Sí, fue un buen trabajo hecho por las chicas canadienses. Avanzaron muy bien hasta la portería colombiana, sumando muchas jugadoras en el agua, es lo que les dificulta un poco a las chicas colombianas para hacer la defensa. Incurren en una falta y pitan un penalti gol en contra.
And what we'll notice too, the referees are trying to keep the game flowing, and we're lucky enough to have the view on top of the water as well. And what you'll notice sometimes is you might see something happen in the water and you think, oh, why isn't that being pulled up? But the referees will be playing advantage, and they circle their hand around above their head to show that. And that's, the person that has the puck, they're playing advantage and letting them continue. And if then they lose the puck, then they can pull it up and call the infringement, which is really good for the game because it keeps that game flowing and it keeps the advantage to the attacking team as well.
Sí, es un juego muy bonito el que nos están regalando las chicas de Colombia en estos momentos. Saben jugar muy bien al hockey, tienen demasiadas capacidades, son muy versátiles en todos sus movimientos, en todas sus técnicas, sus tácticas, y lo demuestran con otro gol.
Yeah, Nath Whelan calling a goal there. Number 3.
Y es gol, 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 anotado por la jugadora número 3, Laura Arboleda.
Yeah. Right on the, on time. So well done, Lara. Well, they've got some time to
Versátiles en
regroup and have a
todos sus
rest now. It's
movimientos,
the end of their hockey for the
en
day.
todas sus técnicas, sus tácticas.
I'm sure they'll
Y
be
lo
going
demuestran con
home,
otro gol.
eating and debriefing after this game and then preparing for tomorrow, day 3.
Thank you. Queremos dar agradecimientos a toda la barra modón en estos momentos en Colombia, que nos están viendo, están apoyando. Muchísimas gracias por su apoyo incondicional a las chicas y a los chicos de la delegación colombiana. Es un gran partido el que se acaba de jugar. Las chicas demuestran por qué fueron campeonas en el mundial pasado. Se llevan una ventaja muy amplia, 10-1. Muchísimas gracias y nos vemos en otra oportunidad.
Oh, thank you, Juan. Fantastic. Nice. Juan, did you want to do an interview with one of your players? We can put the microphone out here. Would you like to talk to one of your players and on the pool deck? Or no? Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just probably stop talking for a little minute now. I'll go. So, stay tuned, stay with us, because Juan is going to grab one of the Colombian girls and ask them some post-game questions, and we'll be right back with you in about 45 seconds. Thanks.
Y sí, señores, gol de Argentina. La jugadora número 1, la Banchi.
Australians unable to rotate to keep it out, and they've scored. And geez, Hannah's not going to be happy about that. It was great effort from Argentina. They had control for a long period of time, and they just wore the Aussies down, I think.
That puck to them, another goal hop in, and again the pressure's being sustained against them, and we're awful close to that corner of the goal. And let's see what the call is.
But Argentina should be happy with that. That's a really good effort.
Canadian defender will be able to keep up with them, but look, lo and behold, there's another Colombian coming through, and good clearance there. Got to back it up there.
Son quebradas por chicas colombianas que saben defender muy bien, van de lado a lado y saben que siempre llevan un saludo a los equipos de EQUAL, Anfibio de Mendoza y de Legatas de Santa Fe, Cachorros, Hellfish. Colombianas que saben defender muy bien, van de lado a lado y saben que siempre llevan una jugadora al lado, entonces tienen versátiles en todos sus movimientos, en todas sus técnicas, sus tácticas, y lo demuestran con otro gol.
Yeah, well, if it comes up there, you know it's worked, and then you just over here. So I'm just leaving this off. Yeah, so right click properties, browse. It's the most recent one, and then that'll just sit there until you open this. And then as soon as you turn it on,
Right,
it'll
you
just
look like
close
you're getting it together and you're playing some pretty good hockey. How did you find it?
Difficult, challenging, but I feel like we're really starting to connect as a team, and so I'm really happy with that. And a lot of the takeaways that we've been from our practice games and our first game yesterday, a lot of those have been fixed and starting to come together, so I'm pretty excited for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, fantastic. Because you've got you've got a single round robin for yours. Yeah, okay. So hopefully, you're getting through to the finals and everything's clicking and coming together. And with only 8 of you, I know that's harder, but you'll be like a well-oiled machine by that time. How's that as a challenge for you with the 8?
Pardon me? With the
So how are you coping with that challenge with just having the 8 players?
it's a lot more tiring. 2 of us don't get subs. We just go the whole game.
What positions do those 2 players?
I play the fullback and then our center. 2 of us don't get subs, and then everybody else gets 1 sub. So
Are you playing a 3-3 setup?
we're playing a 2-3-1.
2-3-1. Okay. Well, look, you're getting it together. It's really good hockey to watch, and thanks very much for coming poolside for the mic. Excellent. Good luck for the rest of it.
Thank you.
Can you stick your head out the window and ask Natty if she's talking to a Colombian? Just stick your head out the window. Oh, he's going to go.
Ten-
Don't change it. We're still streaming. We're still streaming.
Tenemos con nosotros a la jugadora Mariana Arboleda, número 5. ¿Qué piensas de tu equipo? Logran sacar una gran ventaja ante las chicas canadienses. ¿Qué piensas de tu equipo? ¿Cómo lo ves para los siguientes partidos y para afrontar este mundial, para mantenerse en el oro?
Pues me parece que estamos muy bien, paso a paso, vamos hacia la meta que tenemos, que es ser bicampeonas, y muy bien, otro partido ganado.
Excelente. Veo ese equipo muy fuerte, tanto física, técnica, tácticamente como psicológicamente, un equipo muy unido. ¿Qué nos puedes hablar acerca de eso?
Pues sí, estamos muy fuertes, eso pues creemos nosotras mismas, es lo primordial, creer en nosotras, creer en el entrenador, el cual durante todo el proceso nos enseñó que es en nosotras, tenemos que confiar, entrenar mucho y ahí vamos.
Excelente, es un gran resultado para ustedes. Felicitaciones y muchísimas gracias.
Gracias a ti.